Don't you think we've had enough of the trauma you bring? Ain't you tired of thinking we can get through anything? 'Cause I can't move on if you can't be strong. But every time I hear you say my name, it always feels the same. 'Cause I've loved you for a lifetime. We can run through fire and rain, but it always feels the same. And I waited for a lifetime. So you say you wanna change, but lately things have been the same. And it's my heart you're holding back again. And I can't be strong if you can't move on. Every time I hear you say my name, it always feels the same. 'Cause I've loved you for a lifetime. We can run through fire and rain, but it always feels the same. 'Cause I've loved you for a lifetime. Now is the time for you to leave the past We can run through fire and rain, but it always feels the same. 'Cause I've loved you for a lifetime. When I hear you say my name, it always feels the same. 'Cause I've loved you for a lifetime.
And good evening. Welcome, one and all. How the heck are you on this glorious start to the holiday weekend? It is JR's late night chill and chat. Does it sound cool when I talk like this? Anyhow, JR here coming to you once again live from southern Minnesota. Stormy southern Minnesota once again, but now the storms have passed. The cold front has moved in. It's freaking chilly as shit out. It was like 90 some degree, 92 degrees or whatever the hell, and now it's, what is it right now? What is it right now? It is, I don't know. It's not telling me. All my widgets are broken. Nice. It's chilly, so it's got to be like in the 60s or 50s, something like that. Anyhow, yeah, so it's a great start to the holiday weekend. It's a Friday night. This is the JR's Late Night Chill and Chat, in case you didn't know from the video title and, you know, the title on the screen here. Diane, how the heck are you? Welcome. Thanks so much for the like. Appreciate it. Hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful Friday evening. What do we got going on here? Well, I can tell you, it is, we're just going to hang out, have some fun, drink some coffee. Oh, yeah, and I got the, speaking of coffee, I got the Death Wish going, of course, right here. Oh, got to turn the mug around, damn it. It's a hot mug. Oh, damn it. The blurriness. Anyway, it's the Death Wish 20 2021 mug. And drinking the Death Wish, keeping myself awake on this glorious Friday night. What do you guys got going on? What's going on? Tell me. Let me know what's happening. What's hot? What's not? We're going to hang out, chat, drink some coffee, play some games. I will provide an update on what's going on with me, what's going on with Pops. I did a cancer chat we can kind of summarize. There was a lot of questions afterwards. I had a ton of people who watched the live stream, but after I streamed it, of course. And so yeah, don't be afraid to ask questions. A lot of people were submitting DMs, direct messages to me, which is fine through social media. But don't be afraid to ask questions during the live stream. But anyway, well, I'll answer those questions, and then what else? So chat, coffee, games, summary, recap August. Talk a little bit about what's going on, what's coming up. And that's about it. No, it's not going to be a long evening. I'm not going to keep you guys all night like last time. I just don't have that 3, 4, 5, 6 hours in me tonight. That's why I'm drinking the Death Wish right now, just to stay awake. But anyway, cheers. Oh, heaven. It's already going to midnight for sakes. All right. Whoa, this time LinkedIn's working. Look at that. Twitch is working. Facebook is kind of working. Unknown user, come on. YouTube's working. Beauteous. Anyway, so what's happening? What's going on? So thanks to everybody who chimed in, who tuned in, hung out during my live stream for the cancer talk podcast. That was great. Had a lot of people who tuned in. Not a whole lot of people participating, but a lot of people tuned in. I think I had 24 total in the live stream. Had a lot of questions. Again, it was the DMs, but don't be afraid to ask questions during the live stream. Yeah, I have a hard time getting caught up afterwards, especially when I got things going on afterwards. But so anyway, we had the cancer talk. I had to cut it short during the weekend due to the storms that came rolling on through here, southern Minnesota, and then I did kind of like a part 2. I finished it up yesterday, and yeah, it was a great time. A lot of people showed up, a lot of questions. I think that the biggest thing was a lot of people who had questions about upcoming things, whether it was scans. So a lot of scans. What do you call it? Like scanxiety going on. A couple of people going through biopsies. A number of people who have surgeries coming up. So yeah, I mean, I'll just do a kind of a quick recap. But the whole idea behind that was really just to provide information and education to cancer patients, caregivers, and healthcare providers. And then there's you got your usual lurkers and stuff that just which is fine, just wanting to learn more about cancer and in general. So we talked about cancer in general. What is cancer? Where does it come from? All that kind of stuff. and the different kinds of cancer, the different kinds of procedures, from, biopsies to surgeries. And, we talked a little bit about chemotherapy, about radiation treatments. I didn't get, I did talk a little bit about my experiences, but it was kind of a shortened version of it, just because I didn't have enough time. But, and even with my, experience and stuff, a lot of people were, I don't want to say frightened, but, kind of scared, they saw or, heard about what I went through. And so naturally they're afraid to go through it or whatever. But, the point I'm trying to make is just, what, two things. One, I wanted to be honest about what I went through, what the real deal is. And, what you can expect, and I'm glad people were asking questions and stuff like that, because it is scary. There's a number of people who, like me, had to have a lung surgery, and wanting to know, for example, what's the latest question I had was, I've got a biopsy later today, and I'm pretty sure it's cancerous, and, I'm going to have to probably go through a lung surgery. What's that all about? I'm scared to find out, and, and basically my answer is the same all the time is, there's no reason to be afraid of a biopsy, of a surgery. The whole thing is you just need to ask questions. Ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions. You got to ask questions. What are you guys going to be doing? What kind of surgery is this? How, what are the side effects? What are the risks involved? Ask as many questions as possible. You want to know everything you possibly know about the, if you're going to have a surgery, yes, you'll be asleep, but you want to know what they're doing. And you definitely want to know what they're going to do if shit goes sideways. If things don't go, every time I have a surgery, it never goes the way they planned it. So my question is always, what's plan B? What are you going to do if shit goes sideways on you? And things, you're always going to have, or at least in my case, a cocky surgeon. You want to have that, you want a surgeon who's cocky and thinks he knows it all, and, he or she, because I've had both, knowing that they have, extreme confidence in themselves, that's a good thing, right? Whether or not they actually know it all, that's, up for debate. But I always ask, what are you going to do, Mr. Know-It-All? If shit goes sideways on you, I want you to tell me. Even just make it up. Tell me something. Set my mind at ease. I don't want any anxiety. I don't want any unnecessary angst as a cancer patient. What are you going to do if I flatline on the table? What are you going to do if you can't fix my lung? What if you, get into my innards and pull my innards and can't get it back in? Like, what are you going to do? I want to know what you're going to do. And what's plan B if you get in there and say, oh, shit, this isn't what I was expecting. So what's plan B? Even if it's we shut it down, cancel it, whatever, wake his ass up, let's do over tomorrow or whatever. Tell me something. So, and that way I don't have any fear. I don't have any anxiety. I know what they're going to do. I know what they're going to do if shit goes sideways. I know what to expect when I wake up. Still things can still go wrong even after they tell you what they're going to do. Even when they tell you there's a plan, you may find out there really is no plan A or plan B or whatever. And, so, but again, the more questions you ask, the better. The more knowledge you have, the better, So But yes, I've been through it all, and I've never had a surgery that's gone the way the surgeon expected it to go. They always get in there and find out, oh shit, this is not what I was expecting. So, you know, I lost half my lung because of that. So, and that's what people are afraid of. They're just like, oh my God, you know, they sawed his, they took out a saw and cut his lung in half and chucked it into the trash can, and, you know. But there's always a flip side of that. There's always a positive. Yes, that happened, but they put me all back together again, and they're fully expecting me to put me on life support. But no, my lung, boom, kicked in right away, and my lung just started working immediately after being cut in half. And they weren't expecting that, so they were like, "Okay, this is wonderful. No life support. Stick his ass in ICU." Well, I should have been in ICU for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days. I was only in there for 1 day. That's it. After 1 day, they're like, damn, what the hell, man? This guy's ready to jump out of bed. So they rolled me into a regular hospital room. They screwed that up too. They put me in the wrong damn wing. Instead of putting me into the cancer wing, they put me over in general surgery, where they're helping people with broken kneecaps and collarbones and shit. So I was treated like dog shit. You know, they don't know how to deal with a cancer patient who just had his lung ripped out of him. You know, tubes everywhere and drains, and, you know, supposed to be getting cancer meds, and, you know. And then they just forget about you. They're just like, whatever. He's just whining and crying in there because he wants his pain meds or something. Who knows? Whatever. Just. And, I mean, you know, they apologized to me after the fact, you know, up and down, swearing that'll never happen again. I'm so sorry. Oh, my God, you know. Which is all fine. I mean, that's fine. Mistakes happen. Sucked during the time. You know, they wouldn't let my wife in to even see me or anything. So I was like laying there for a day before somebody attended to me. You know, so they had to do something after, you know, listening to me yell and holler and scream, and, you know. Oh, you're not supposed to have your pain meds for 4 hours. It's been over 6. Oh, shit. You're right. It has been 6. I'll go get your meds. And they'd disappear for another couple hours. Because they were busy. Doing nothing, of course. But, so yes, bad things happen. You just gotta, you know, and you don't need to fear that, because that's a rare thing. You know, 9 times out of 10, that's not going to happen, you know. But it's just that one time where things go sideways, and, you know, but there's always a flip side. Things are always, you know, things worked out really well for me. And luckily for me, after just 3 or 4 days, what did they say? There's no medical reason for you to be here. Get out. I was happy to get out because I knew I could get home and Teresa would take care of me, and, you know, 10 times better than any nurse there could. So, but it's rare. It's rare when shit goes sideways like that, and it's rare when things flip over the opposite side. It's rare. Everything that happened that week was rare. Like, it just doesn't happen. It just happened to all of that happened to me. So, but everybody else I know who's gone through the same thing, no, that doesn't happen. That didn't happen to them. So, chances are it's not going to happen to you. So, but that proves, you know, one thing, and that is you have to know what to do. You have to ask those questions. You know, what are you going to do if shit goes sideways? What are you going to do with me Like the two people who sent me DMs about upcoming lung surgeries, who are scared to death now because of what I went through. Ask those questions. Ask your surgeon, what are you going to do? If shit goes sideways, what are you going to do? When you get in there and you open me up and you can't take the tumor out, what are you going to do? When you're all done and you roll my ass into ICU on life support, what if those machines don't work? What are you going to do? When you roll my ass out of ICU into a hospital room, your people accidentally put me in, some wing down on the opposite side of the hospital, what are you going to do? And don't let them say, oh, that'll never happen. Because now you know it can happen. I'm proof. I know a guy who, shit went sideways and got screwed 6 ways from Sunday. And they told him the same thing. Oh, that can never happen. That'll never happen. Okay, that's great. That's wonderful. But what if it does? I want to know. And if you can't tell me, then I'm not going to go through with the surgery. Because then that tells me you don't know what the fuck you're doing. So I'm trying to put people's mind at ease, and I did the opposite. I gave them angst and anxiety and everything else. But no, what I'm saying is 9 times out of 10, that doesn't happen. Chances are that's not going to happen to you. But if it does, you need to know what to do. You have to ask those questions. You need to be confident in your surgeon, confident in his team, that they, number one, know what the hell they're doing. And number two, if shit goes sideways, what are they going to do about it? And if they say, oh, well, this or that or this or that, or we check in or we check on you every 2 hours, or we make sure you go to the proper wing and, we do this, that, and the other. Great. Then you've got no reason to have anxiety. You have no reason to be scared of the surgery or anything. As long as they know what they're doing and there's a plan B, great. Awesome. Make sure that you ask questions about aftercare. We had a discussion about pain meds because, hospitals, surgeons, doctors, nurses, clinics, everybody's paranoid about pain medication. And what are they scared of? What are they paranoid about? That you're going to overdose and that your family is going to sue them out of existence. That's what they're afraid of. The whole opiate crisis. So don't let people lie to you. There ain't no damn crisis. It is drug addicts overdosing and their families suing the doctors and clinics and everything for, prescribing medication that they shouldn't have, giving them too much, giving them not enough, or whatever the hell. It's not people like us, responsible cancer patients who keep track of their meds, who have a med journal, who are responsible. It's not us. It's drug addicts overdosing on pain medication. Well, where'd they get it from? Oh, his doctor. And they go and sue him and her and the whole clinic and the hospital and everybody else. That's what they're afraid of. And they just straight up lie to you, And that's another reason why people were afraid, was because they straight up lied to me. Oh, we're going to take care of you. We're going to do this, that, and the other. They straight up lied to me right to my face. They gave me enough pain medication to kick my ass out the door, and then nobody wants to touch you after that. Well, it's the surgeon, or it's the anesthesiologist, or it's the nurses, or it's your doctor, or everybody's pointing fingers. I ain't giving you pain meds. Go to him. Well, I'm not going to give you anything. Go to her. I'm not going to do anything. Go to him. Everybody's just trying to pass you off. Nobody wants anything to do with cancer patients. Nobody wants anything to do with pain medication. And you may end up having to go to what's called a pain clinic that are specifically designed to help any kind of patient. It doesn't have to be a cancer patient, but patients in general who are on pain medication. And they make sure you're responsible. They make sure you have a med journal. They make sure that they're doing, piss tests every now and then, and they're, all the things that hospitals and clinics and most doctors don't do, they do. So make sure you ask those questions. What kind of pain medication am I going to be on? What's the plan? What is the pain management plan? That's the question you ask. Because then you'll find out real quick if they're straight up lying to you. What do you mean, what plan? What? Then then you need to worry. But if they say, oh no, this is how we deal with it, and they lay it out for you, and here's the plan, here's the pain management plan, you got nothing to worry about. You don't have to be scared. You're good to go for surgery. You're good to go for the aftercare. Everything's going to be wonderful. And again, 9 times out of 10, it is wonderful. It's that one time. And you don't want to be that one time like I was that one time. That's why you have to ask those questions. So, anyway, I didn't mean to spend so much time on this, but it's important because I had so many questions afterwards, and it seemed like I was providing, or I was instilling fear into people, when that wasn't my intention. My intention is to educate, to let people know this is what you got to do to avoid going through what I went through. So, cheers. And we talked about other things too: chemotherapy, radiation treatments, different kinds of surgery, different kinds of cancers. It was good. The Q&A went well. I answered all the questions. Yeah, biopsies are, it's a whole different animal. I mean, it's really just, it's a test, If you have a lesion, if you have a tumor, if you have a mass, if you have a nodule, if you have whatever, and they don't know what it is. The only way they're going to find out what it is to cut it out of you, or at least take a piece of it and send it off to the lab to be tested. That's what a biopsy is. So it gets sent off to the lab, and if it comes back cancerous, then, they got to put a plan in place. What are they going to do about it? Chemo, radiation, both, surgeries. If so, what kind of surgery? All kinds of, there goes the camera again. But, typically it's a pretty safe thing. I mean, it's just most times, typically, it's a same day surgery kind of thing. It sucked for me only because instead of going through the front here to do the lung biopsy, they couldn't access it because of my heart. It was nestled up. The tumors are nestled up against my heart, and they didn't want to go through the front because if they nick the aorta, you're dead right on the table. So they're going to play it safe and go through the back. So they lay you down, face down, and then they... See, I use words that scare people. Usually I'm like, and then they punch a hole in your back, and they go through all that muscle tissue, and they go through the lung. That scares people, is what I found out. So, again, I'm just trying to be honest with people, let you know what the real deal is. So, yes, they went through the back. They what am I supposed to say? Punch a hole, bore a hole, put a hole, whatever. They put a hole, and they put this tool that goes through that hole into your back, into your lung, and they grab a piece of it, pull it out, send it off to the lab. That's all it was. Hurt like hell, But it was, same day surgery, and I got to go home, and the drive home was not fun. Again, just being honest, But, I got home, and Teresa took care of me, and all was well. And then, I knew it was going to be cancer. I knew it. What's a tumor popping up in my lung for, I knew what it was. So I wasn't too surprised. I walked into my oncologist's office, and not good news. So I knew what to expect. So I just said, what's the plan? What are we going to do? Well, set up a schedule with the surgeon and go from there. But yeah, biopsies for the most part are pretty harmless. Same day kind of surgery. You're in and out most times. So anyway, that's what we talked about. That's the recap on the cancer talk. And as usual, as always, if you have questions for me, ask me. You can do it now. You can do it later. It doesn't matter. If you want to ask me now, I can answer the question as long as you're okay with me answering it. If you're not okay, then shoot me a DM. Send me an email. Send me a text message. Call me. Something. Anything. And I'll be more than happy to provide those answers to you. And I'll tell you what the real deal is. I don't hold back. I've been through too much to BS the answers to you, so. What else? Well, as far as my status goes, I have my 90-day post-surgical follow-up, and it's been 120 days, but this is as soon as they could get me in. I'm supposed to have my 90-day post-surgical follow-up next week. So I am looking forward to that because I'm going to do all of the scans, the CTs, the PET scan, the blood labs, and hopefully everything comes back clean. That's the hope. I've been through this before. The first time it was good news. The last 2 times was bad news. So. I got, let's see, the PET scan, the CTs, blood labs. I think there might be even an X-ray in there too. I'm not sure how they do the lungs. I know they do PET scans, and they inject this fluid into you, and it lights up. It attaches itself, binds itself to any like cancerous tumors or anything like that, lesions, and that's what a PET scan is. It'll light up, if there's any, cancerous shit going on. They're gonna find out. Blood labs, same thing. They'll do a CEA. It's a carcinogen antigen that it's like a level reading, and it'll tell them if there's a tumor somewhere, it's going to show. And then they got to start looking around for it and stuff like that. But again, the hope is that scans are good, the blood labs are good, and I'm good to go. Then I can focus all my efforts on Pops and helping him get through what I already went through 3 times. So, but he's doing good too. He just got disconnected, so I took him down there on Wednesday and he got, he had to go through his chemotherapy session, and then at the end of it, they hook him up to a pump. So it's a secondary chemo pump, a 5FU pump, and sent him home for 48 hours. And then today, I brought him back at this afternoon to have the pump disconnected. And he was doing good. He was feeling good. He was, chatting, talking with the nurses and hanging out. And, all was well. He was doing very, very well. So he does have some side effects from the chemo and stuff, but they give you stuff to deal with that, like the, what do you call it? Oh man, I can't even remember the damn name. Chemo brain is real, man. That's all I can say. God dang it. What the hell do they call that shit? Anyway, they give you stuff to deal with side effects from the chemotherapy. So, he has a really goofy, weird side effect when it comes to chemotherapy, which is hiccups. And but he's got medication that it's pretty miraculous. I mean, it stops the hiccups within 10 to 12 minutes. It's amazing. Never seen anything like it before. But us Zarzozas, we're one of a kind, man. That's all I can say. We're a weird bunch. So yeah, hiccups as a side effect. Bizarre. But thankfully he's got that medication that'll take care of it. So but yeah, other than that, he was doing well. He's doing good. He's in good spirits. He was eating, drinking coffee, hanging out with the nurses, doing everything I used to do, except, I was running around naked. He wasn't, but they put an end to that real quick. But no, he was doing great. He was doing awesome. He didn't lose any weight. He's maintaining right at that right level. So he's doing good. So I'm hopeful for next week that it all will go well. And I don't have much left in me. The gas meter is almost on E. I mean, I'm not a cat. Like I tell everybody, I'm not a cat. I don't know how many lives I got left in me, man. So I'm hoping that 3 times is the charm, because if next week goes sideways on me and I got to start all over from scratch for a 4th time, I don't know, man. I mean, I'll do what I got to do, but come on. I don't know how much I got left in me. I mean, I got enough gas in me to probably help Dad, and that's about it. Yeah, and if they come back to me saying, oh shit, we got tumors here, there, and everywhere, yeah, it's not going to be good. Not going to be a good thing. So, anyway. David, buddy, how the heck are you? Yeah, I'm just hanging, drinking some coffee. Just did a recap on the cancer chat that I had the other day, the cancer podcast. Apparently, I instilled fear into people instead of filling them with hope. So I had to clear the air and let them know what the real deal was. So that there is no need for fear. I was just letting people know what I went through, and it's a rare occurrence. 9 times out of 10, it's not going to happen to you. It just so happened that it happened to me, and so my only point is that you have to ask questions. Ask as many questions as you possibly can so that you know everything going into it. Because, yeah, that lung surgery is a bitch. I mean, if you're going to have a orthoscopic, punch a couple holes in you and you're good to go, that would be wonderful. And that's what I was supposed to have, but it doesn't work that way. They get in there with a scope and find out, oh my God, this ain't going to work. Then they have to open your chest up. I didn't know that. And that instilled fear in people. They're like, oh my God, they're going to do that to me. No, they're not, That's why you ask questions. You're doing good. Awesome. Good to hear, man. Glad to hear your dad's doing well. Hope all goes well for you for coming. Yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate it. But yeah, my only point again is just ask questions. Ask as many questions. The more you know, the better. You know. That way you won't have any angst. You won't have any anxiety because you'll know the answer. You won't have, there'll be literally nothing to worry about because you already know what the answer is. But if you don't ask questions and you don't know the answers and you have fear, yeah, it's not a good thing. And then we got people asking me those kind of questions. It's like, why are you asking me? I mean, if you ask me, like, what did I go through? I'll tell you what I went through. But I'm not the person to ask when it comes to what the plan is. I mean, obviously, there was no plan for me. But I didn't know that because I didn't ask. And I should have asked, like, what happens if you get in there and the shit goes sideways on you? What are you going to do? And if the answer is, well, we're going to take your lung, well, then I know what to expect. Rather than waking up and finding out I don't have a lung or I got half a lung. But at least I at least everything out, there's a flip side for me. Everything worked beautifully afterwards. You know, the lung kicked in and started breathing on its own. And they were like, what? What the fuck is this? Isn't he supposed to be on life support? And they're like, oh, dump his ass into ICU for a week. And I was out of there in 1 day. Same thing. They're like, what the hell? Why is he in here? He's ready to jump out of bed. He's sitting there yapping at the nurses. He's ready to, strap his ass down. What's he doing in ICU? And they roll my ass into the wrong fucking wing of the hospital. Again, that shit just doesn't happen. But it happened to me. But that's why you ask those questions. What happens if you lose me? Stick me into some fucked up area of the hospital and shit where people don't give a shit. What are you going to do then? What happens if you go in there like this, like right now, holiday weekend, everybody's gone, you got all the people at the hospital working who are pissed off because they have to work a holiday weekend, and they just don't give a shit. Then what happens? Because that happened to me too. Got dumped off on the 4th of July and with promises of this, that, and the other from the doctors and the surgeons, and everyone disappeared. And the people left behind didn't give a shit about me at all. So that's why you got to ask those questions. I do. I ask all those questions now because I've been through it all. So I'm not trying to instill fear into people. I'm just saying, here's the real deal. Here's what can happen. And that's why you have to ask those questions. Ask all the questions in the world. You'll have the answers, and there'll be no reason to be fearful because you'll know the answers. Yeah, you can. Yeah, okay. So you can still be afraid that the doctor's going to fuck it up, but maybe you shouldn't have that doctor then, or that surgeon. If you don't have confidence in your surgeon, I mean, I had all the confidence in the world. I had a fucking cocky ass know-it-all surgeon, which is great. I love that stuff, man. It's, fills me with hope. I just make sure I ask those questions to that cocky surgeon. What are you going to do, dude? You get in there and shit goes sideways on you. What are you going to do? Oh, that ain't going to happen. Well, that's awesome. That's wonderful. But what if it does? No, it's not going to happen. Oh, what if it does? Because if you ain't going to answer the question, there ain't going to be any surgery. So ask the questions. That's all I can say. But anyway, yeah, I'm doing great. I'm just waiting for next week. So what do you guys got planned? What's going on? What's happening? What's hot? What's not? I got nothing going on. We're gonna hang out. Brandon's gonna do some grilling. He went up to the cities and got, Jesus, all kinds of meat and stuff that I can't eat, but I get to watch them eat it, so that'd be kind of fun. He's got like a couple of racks of ribs and all kinds of steaks and stuff and all kinds of shit I can't eat. So, you know. Fantasy football? What? Oh my God, man. Is that shit going on now? And we got hockey coming up. We got, oh man, I am not ready for winter. I am not ready for winter. Speaking of which, I know I was asked twice yesterday, like, where's the snow, dude? Let's see. I think it's right here. Yeah, we'll put a little bit on for a little bit till the CPU is ready to crap out. Yeah, fantasy football, man. I did the fantasy football last year, and I did the fantasy hockey. I'm just learning, so I'm a newbie. So I'm like, just this will be year number 2 for me. So went to the casino, pick up little six and Mystic. You lost, but the wife left with 13. Oh man, that's awesome, dude. That's awesome. Hey, what's hers is yours, and what's yours is yours. That's what my wife always says. What's yours is mine, and what's mine is mine. That's great. Fantasy hockey? Yeah, absolutely, man. That's I lost. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. This is year number 2 for me. I was just learning how to do the draft, learning how to set up your team, you know, and then you got all the games and how do you do that, and I didn't know what the hell I was doing. But hopefully this year I'll do a little bit better, and then next year I'll be really ready to compete. But I'm still in that learning stage, you know, where it's like, I don't know what I'm doing, you know. Yeah, the Gophers won. What the hell was it? Wasn't it like some ginormous score, like 38-0 or something like that? So I don't know. I'm really hopeful that the Gophers are going to be just kicking ass in the Big Ten this year. Vikings, I don't have much confidence in the Vikes. I'm not too hopeful as far as their season goes. I'm really, really, really hopeful when it comes to the Wild. But I was really hopeful last year. I thought for sure we were at least going to go to the finals, and that didn't happen. So I'm really, 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 really hoping that the Wild can make it to the finals this year. Even if you don't bring home the cup, just make it to the finals, man. You know, I just want to be there. You know? What if I got to battle cancer a 4th time and, you know, I need something to do, man. I need to be able to watch the Wild. And if I don't, you know how it is. You start having those thoughts about, you know, Death Wish coffee. And so I want the Wild in the damn finals. If I'm going to go, I want to go with a smile on my face. So they better freaking make it to the finals this year. But yeah, the Vikings, I have no confidence in the Vikings going anywhere this year. I'm really hopeful, though, with the Gophers. I really am. So I'm really hoping the Gophers will do something in the Big Ten this year. Same thing with the hockey team, the Gopher hockey team, same thing. But yeah, I'm a huge hockey freak. As you can tell, I got hockey shit everywhere. I got the Wild stuff here. I got the bobbleheads. I got the gnomes. I've got the mugs, the cups, the glasses. Look, check this out. Somebody sent me this coffee mug with a hockey puck in it. How cool is that? Huh? Look at that. How badass is that? It looks like somebody took a slap shot into one of my coffee mugs and the puck is still there. That's pretty badass, man. But I'm a superstitious person as well, so I'm not going to drink out of this until the hockey season starts. So, I mean, we still got, you know, Halloween yet coming up. So, yeah, I've got what the heck was it? Shit, I don't even remember now. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing the reaction videos and stuff this weekend. So I'm gonna be doing I've got all the songs picked out and everything already. So I'm gonna be doing both country music and heavy metal reaction videos. So yeah, come, what is it, Sunday or late Sunday, maybe in the Monday, you can check JR Reacts on YouTube, and they should be uploaded by then. So, and then I still got to edit the movies and stuff like that, but the music reaction videos should be posted by Sunday night or Monday morning. The country music ones, I am doing Travis Tritt, Martina McBride, what's her nuts? I don't even know any of these people, so it's like Patty Loveless, I think it was, Dixie Chicks, and one other. I don't know. I forget. Heavy metal one I'm going to do Van Halen. So Eddie Van Halen's it's a guitar solo or something. Eruption. So I'm doing that one. I wanted to do another Van Halen one from the David Lee Roth era, but everybody suggested the Eddie Van Halen guitar solo, but that's Van Hagar. So that's a live concert during Sammy Hagar's era, which is fine. I don't care. I didn't know anything about Van Halen. I didn't have any records by them or whatever. I just never been exposed to them except for what was on the radio. So, everybody suggested that I react to the Van Halen, what was it, Unchained. So I did so that video is up there. So if you go up to my YouTube channel, you'll see that one. But that was David Lee Roth era. And then what else did I do? Or what else am I doing? What the hell is that band called? Ginger. Spelled Jinjer. Song called Pisces. What else? Yeah, I don't remember. But anyway, so all those videos, they should all be posted by Sunday night, Monday morning, something like that. It is 12:30. Thanks. Yeah, I'll be up in a sec. All right, I need to take a break. Got to take my meds. God, it's 12:30 already. What the hell? All right. Well, what I'll do is I'm going to take a break, make a pit stop, get a refill on the Java Juice, take my meds, my cancer meds, and then I'll come back and we'll play some games. We'll hang out, drink some coffee. I don't know. Like, what game do you guys want to play? Well, think of something. I've got a bunch of different ones, but the last two that we played, or one was, what was it called? Geo something or another. Let me see here. GeoGuessr. Words on Stream. And then that Jack in the Box, or whatever the hell it was called. I forget now. But anyway, there's a number of them in there that we can choose from. So, most people chose Words on Stream because most of the people who were suggesting the games were coming from the Twitch side of the world. So I noticed that like most people on Twitch were saying Words on Stream. Most people on Facebook were saying GeoGuessr. Most people on YouTube were saying that other one, the Jack in the Box one, or whatever the hell. So I don't know. Looks like we got, what, 15 people, and most people are on Facebook. And then I got most people on my personal profile versus my business profile. Oh, we got a bunch from LinkedIn too, though. That's kind of cool. Eight on LinkedIn. Okay, cool. All right, so I'm gonna take a quick break, take care of business, and then we'll come back. We'll hang out, drink some coffee, play some games. It is JR's late night chill and chat. We're just chilling out, just chatting, hanging out, doing nothing. So, all right. Anyhow, hang tight. I shall return. All right. And we're back. All right. Well, not we. Me. I'm back. All right. What's the word? Hold on a second here. Let's turn that snow off. Jesus. I'm not ready for winter. All right, I got a couple of DMs here that I need to clarify. So the question is, what if your surgeon straight up lies to you like they did to me? When it comes to pain management, that is one of the questions you have to ask. Yes. What's the plan? What is the pain management plan? And yes, they can lie to you. It happened to me. My surgeon told me straight up, right to my face, that, oh, we're going to take care of you. We got this, that, and the other. And did not happen. Didn't happen. After surgery, boom, out the door, he was gone, man. And they're like, well, we'll give you a couple pain pills and send you on your way. It's like, what? So, no. Luckily for me, I had my own plan B in place. What happens if the hospital does not take care of you? And that was, I talked to my doctor and I asked him that question. If everything goes wrong and nobody's, they said they were going to take care of me, they're going to do this, that, and the other. And, here are the pain medication that they're going to do. And here's the pain management plan. If this does not happen, can I call you? I mean, what? And yeah, he was like, absolutely. That is a horrific surgery. And yes, if for any reason they straight up lie to you or they don't take care of you, they don't do this or that or whatever, give me a call, day or night. And I'll take care of it for you. So I told Teresa that. I don't know, a couple weeks before my surgery or whatever. And then I went and I had my surgery. And like I said, the surgeon, boom, was out the door. And his team, nobody was willing to take care of me. So Teresa ended up calling my doctor. She knew right away. I told her, she knew what was going on anyway. So she was able to get a hold of my doctor, who was on a family vacation, and he dropped what he was doing and took care of business. It was, he was awesome. I mean, you can't ask for a better outcome. But that's why I said you have to ask those questions. You need to have a plan B in place. And if you don't have the surgery. Again, it's all about having confidence in your surgeon, in your surgical team, in the anesthesiologist, making sure everybody's on board, everybody's on the same page, everybody knows what the plan is, everybody, and yes, shit can go sideways. And when it does, you got nothing to worry about because you got plan B. So again, nothing to worry about. So I don't know how to answer that question. So the question is, how do you know that shit ain't gonna go sideways? You don't. You don't know. That's why you have a plan B. I don't know how else to answer that question. I mean, I don't know why doctors lie. I mean, come on. I'm sure he didn't lie to me I mean, I bitch about it and I say, oh, he just straight up lied to me, to my face. But the reality could have possibly been that he didn't lie. Maybe he didn't tell his team. Maybe they weren't on the same page or something or whatever, and it all went sideways. I don't know. All I know is he told me not to worry. He had my back. He was gonna take care of me. Don't worry about it. And it didn't work out that way. It just didn't pan out. And so I feel as if he straight up lied to me because he told me to my face that he had my back and he had everything covered, and he didn't. So to me, that's a straight up lie, you know? But yeah, it's possible he may have forgot to tell his team. I don't know. How the hell would I know? But anyway, again, ask the questions. Make sure you have a plan B in place. And if you need a plan C, have that. That's even better. Ask your doctor, you know, hey, if everything goes sideways, if they lie to me, if shit doesn't happen, whatever, can I count on you? Will you have my back? Will you take care of me? And if your doctor says, no, don't do it. Don't go through with it. You got to have confidence in your medical team. I mean, come on. I've heard of plenty of horror stories, and it's just, if you don't want to be that one person out of 10 that it happens to, then make sure you got your shit together. Make sure there's a plan in place. You shouldn't have to do all that, but you do. Cheers. I am not a 4-time cancer survivor. I'm a 3-time cancer survivor. And if next week goes sideways on me and shit goes really bad, then I'll have to go through a 4th battle. But I'm hoping that's not the case. I'm hopeful. I mean, the Mayo Clinic's pretty good. They did not take care of me after the surgery in the manner that they should have. But the surgery went great. The surgeon was awesome. The surgical team was great. They got the tumor, they got the bed, they got everything. The lymph nodes were not compromised. They put me back together again. And I was out of the hospital, I don't know, 4 days? Was it 4 days? 5 days? I should have been in there for 10 days, and I was out of there in half the time. They're like, yeah, there's no medical reason for you to be here, so get the hell out. But, man, I tell you, when they pulled those tubes out, holy shit. Talk about pain. But I was happy to get the hell out of there. I just seem to have bad luck when it comes to, I don't know what you call it, aftercare? I always call it aftercare. You know, whatever happens after the surgery, you know, the aftercare part of it. I always seem to have bad luck when it comes to that. So that's why I ask all those questions. I don't know what it is. I mean, how do you lose a patient? How does a cancer patient end up in a general surgery ward? Shit happens, man. You know, it's just people are busy. They're overworked, understaffed. You know, and I'm not making excuses for them. I'm just saying that's why shit happens. Again, that's why you got to ask those questions. You got to be, if you shouldn't have any fear, no angst, no anxiety, no fear. And the only way you're going to get to that point is by asking those questions. And write it down. Put it in a notebook or in a journal or something. Write it down so you don't forget. Because there was plenty of times where I'm like, shit, what the hell did they say now again? You don't want to do that. Even if you have to write down names. Well, so-and-so said this, so-and-so said that, whatever. Write it down. Who's so-and-so? Well, Sally told me this, and Joe told me that, or whatever. Then you got names. Write it down. Because what they're doing nowadays, not all the time, but it's been my experience, that surgeons are just paranoid, absolutely paranoid, just scared to death about opiates. You know, even the old school Vicodin shit, you know, Vicodin, Norco, whatever the hell they're calling it these days. Scared to death, man. They think that you're going to overdose and sue the shit out of them. That's there ain't no crisis. It's drug addicts overdosing. Again, I said it before, I'll say it again. It's not people like us. It's not responsible cancer patients who are overdosing. It's drug addicts who are overdosing, and it ruins it for everybody else. Well, where did they get that stuff from? They got it from their doctor. They got it from their surgeon. They got it from whoever who's prescribing shit they shouldn't be prescribing. They're letting their patients become addicted, and they keep needing more and more and more, and they just keep doling it out. And then they become addicted to it, and they can't, you know, what used to take care of the pain no longer does, and they're taking 2, 3, 4 times what they should be taking, and boom. Because there's no follow-up, there's no management, there's none of that stuff, you know, and nobody's keeping an eye on them. And then you also got the, you know, these famous people who are, you know, taking 10 times what they should be taking, and then they overdose, and then it's on the news, and families are suing the shit out of the clinics and the doctors for millions of dollars, you know. So what's being called a crisis, it's paranoia. It's not a crisis. Because responsible patients, especially cancer patients, are not the ones that are overdosing. I wrote everything down. Everybody I know at the cancer center, everybody was writing shit down. That we had med journals, we were being checked on, followed up with, having to take P tests, everything. They keep an eye on you, man. They make sure you don't fuck up. So it ain't us. It's not cancer patients, it's drug addicts. And yeah, non-responsible patients. They start off as a patient, you know, like maybe they broke their ankle, or they, you know, broke their collarbone, or whatever the hell. The doctors load them up on painkillers, and it just never ends. They just keep taking it and taking it and taking it and taking it, and then they're addicted to it. Now they're taking twice as much, 3 times as much, and they just keep, you know. And those doctors are the ones that were prescribing shit and not doing proper follow-up, and not doing, you know, and then it just got out of control. So yeah, it is some patients, but again, it's not the responsible people who are writing shit down. They got med journals they're being followed up with, or, you know, having proper pain management, meaning they're being followed up with, they're peeing in a cup every 2 days, or whatever the hell it is. For me, it was every 8 days. So, you know. But that's why you have to ask, what is the pain management plan? Well, we're just going to send you out the door with some Tylenol. Really? After you cracked open my chest and pulled out my lung, and you're going to send me home on Tylenol? I used to have fun with doctors who used to say that shit. Does that mean I get to come in here and kick you in the nuts every single day? Every morning I'm going to be in here and I get to kick you as hard as I can, kick you right in the nuts, and send you out the door with some Advil. Is that okay? I mean, why would you do that? Why would you, perform a surgery on somebody, rip their chest open, take their organs out, put them back together again, and then kick them out the door with some Tylenol? How do you live with yourself? I mean, I woke up screaming in pain and, wanting to die. I was wishing for death. You don't want that. So make sure there's a plan B, What happens if this? What happens if that? And, if they don't answer your questions, then don't go through with it. I mean, it's just common sense. You want to have confidence in your surgical team, in your nurses. And if you're not confident, then ask your own doctor. There's plan C. If everything goes to shit and nobody's taking care of me and, can I count on you? Have you got my back? There's only two answers they can give you, yes or no. And if the answer is no, don't go through with it. If the answer is, yeah, man, I got your back. No worries. Call me day or night, whatever. Then you can feel confident. Then you have no fear. It's like, man, I got my shit together. These people got my back, Anyhow. And like I said before, if you guys have questions and you don't want to ask them in the chat, that's fine. Send me a DM, send me an email, send me a text message. Get a hold of me. I'm everywhere. I'm on social media everywhere. Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Twitch, you name it. I'm there. Gab, Parler, Guild. Everywhere, man. I'm freaking everywhere. So reach out to me, ask the question. I'll be more than happy to answer it. The chemo I took was K-Pox. Let me clarify. Pre-surgery, it was called Xeloda. Wasn't covered by insurance. That's a BS bullshit thing for another day that we can talk about. But yeah, insurance did not cover that. But it was Xeloda. After my surgery, they do what's called cleanup chemo, meaning they clean up the pieces with chemotherapy. Because even if the surgeon is perfect and gets the tumor and gets the bed and gets the lymph nodes and everything else, he can't get what he can't see. So on a cellular level, microscopic, whatever, cancer cells, that's what you do cleanup chemo for. It cleans up that. That's what I mean by cleaning up the pieces. So that the post-surgical chemotherapy that I did was called K-Pox. So capsaicin and oxaliplatin. And that shit is horrific, man. It's, I walk with a cane now because of it. I was this close from ending up in a wheelchair. Not that anything is wrong with being in a wheelchair, but you don't want to put yourself in a wheelchair by not communicating. So the oxaliplatin, the reason I chose it was because it had the highest success rate. I think it was 92 or 93% success rate. So I'm like, I want that. That's the one I want. And they were cool about it. They were, they're straight up with me that, hey man, that's great. Comes at a price. So just know what the cost is with chemotherapy, because it's poison. That's what chemo is. It's just poison. It's meant to kill the cancer. And it does. Oxaliplatin does kill the cancer, but it kills everything else too. It kills your immune system. It kills the nervous system. And I was at that point where I couldn't feel my legs and feet anymore. I was getting black splotches, which meant they were dying. And my doctor said, nope, you're done. He pulled the plug. He's like, nope, you're done. One more session and you'll be in a wheelchair. So talked to my oncologist, and she was cool about it. She's like, yeah, I think we're done. They did the tests, the scans, everything came back clean. They were like, you're done, man. So instead of whatever it was, 8 sessions, I did 5. So again, ask the questions. But yeah, that was the chemo that I was on. It was awesome. It worked great. It did the job, man, but it destroyed my nervous system, destroyed my immune system, destroyed everything. But what do you do? There's no cure. So you do what you got to do, right? So if it meant, extending my life another year, I'm all for it. Load me up, because until there's a cure, what do? You don't want to half-ass it, If they give you a choice between living another 6 months or living a year, what are you going to choose? Right? I mean, who's going to say, oh, just give me the 6-monther? Of course I'm going to pick the most successful one. I want to live more than a year. I want to live 2 years or 3 years or 5 years. So, well, you're pushing your luck. Well, great. Let me push it's my deal. So let me push my luck as far as I can push it, because I want to be around. So and the survival rate ain't that great when it comes to colon cancer, stage 4, going through what I went through. The odds are stacked against me, but that's why I do what I got to do. It's a 1 in 10 chance at survival for 5 years. And so, I want to be that 1 in 10. I want to be that one person that makes it 5 years. And this year is my 5th year. I've gone through hell to get here, but I'm here. Every day I wake up is a blessing. So I do what I got to do. So the Giggities, buddy, how the heck are you? Happy Friday to you. Hope all is well. Hope you're having a wonderful beginning to the holiday weekend. I hope you all are having a wonderful start to the holiday weekend. I didn't even realize it until I found out Brandon's not working on Monday. I'm like, why is he not working on Monday? And Teresa's like, oh, it's the holiday weekend. I'm like, oh shit, that's right. Oh my God, it's September. What the hell? I am not ready for winter, man. I'm just not ready. I hear you though. How am I doing? I'm doing good. It's Friday. I was able to do my part 2 of my cancer talk, my podcast. I was able to take Pops down, get his chemo pump taken off or disconnected. So yeah, I'm just hanging out, drinking some coffee. Unfortunately, I had to do some clarifications and stuff like that because I instilled fear into a few people, and I didn't mean to do that. I was trying to prove a point that people need to ask questions before they go in for their surgery, and as long as they got the, as long as you ask the questions and you get the answers and you're confident, there's no reason for fear. There's no reason for anxiety. There's no reason for angst. Call it whatever you want. People, need to ask questions. And if you have the answer, what are you afraid of? There's no fear because you have the answer. So that's all I was trying to say, but it came off the wrong way and it scared people. And so people are like, oh my God, I got my surgery coming up next week. A couple people had biopsies today and they were just freaking out. And it's like, no, all I'm saying is ask questions, because shit can go sideways. Whatever can go wrong will go wrong, and that's what happened to me. You don't want to be like me. So the only way you can feel confident about your chances, ask the questions. What are you going to do if shit goes sideways? Oh, that ain't going to happen, blah, blah. No. Well, that's great. That's wonderful. It's beautiful. But what if it does? It won't. But what if it does? If they can't answer your question, don't do it. Don't go through with it. And then, yeah, ask about the pain management plan. If they ain't got one, don't go through with it. You know? I mean, the goal, whatever you want to call it, my objective, the goal, the hope, whatever, of that whole podcast was to educate people, patients, caregivers, and healthcare providers. I've been through it all 3 times. So that's the whole purpose of that podcast, is to educate people, provide hope where there is none, and to inspire those to, who are on the fence to fight. Like I tell everybody, this isn't about me. It's never been about me. It's about my family. I don't have the luxury of choosing for myself, because when you're married with children, that's it, man. You're doing this for them. You do it for your family. So I don't have the luxury of saying, nope, ain't gonna do it. If it's my time to go, it's my time to go. No, you don't get to say that. That's not an option, because you have a family. So your responsibility is to your family, to your wife and kids, or your spouse and kids. So, and it makes it a lot easier too, I don't have to worry about it. I know what the answer is, you fight. So, but yeah, some people are fearful. People are afraid. And I get it, But again, take care of that fear by asking the questions. And there is no fear. If you have the answer, what are you afraid of? Right? So, if you're afraid to ask the questions, then have somebody else ask. Have your spouse ask. Have your kids ask. Have your neighbor ask. Have your dog and cat ask. Anybody. All you want is the answer, right? Because your fear. What are you fearful about, Thomas? What are you afraid of? If shit goes sideways, or what are you afraid of? The post-surgical pain and suffering. Yeah, I get that. And again, ask the questions. What is the pain management plan? What's the plan? If they can't tell you what the plan is, do not go through with your surgery. In the same way that you are confident in your surgeon's ability to take your tumor out, put you back together again, all that shit, you have to have the confidence in, whether it's the anesthesiologist or the nursing team or whoever, you have to be confident in their ability to provide the aftercare team, right? So that, the follow-up care. Pain management is part of that. There shouldn't be any pain or suffering involved if there's a plan in place, right? And then to make yourself even more confident, ask your doctor. If the surgeon lies to me, if the surgical team lies to me, if the nursing staff lies to me, if the hospital fucks it up, if whatever, can I count on you to pick up the slack or to take care of me? They only have 2 choices, yes or no. Yeah, I got your back, or no, you're on your own. If the answer is no, you're on your own, then don't do the surgery. I mean, who the hell's going to do that? Why would you do, if nobody's got your back, no one's going to take care of you, why would you do it? Right? So the only answer that is going to provide, instill confidence and is yes. Yeah, I got your back, dude. If everybody else fucks it all up, I got you. That's what I did. I asked my doctor, if everybody fucks it up, if everything goes to shit, and can I count on you? And his answer was, hell yeah, man. I got your back. Give me a call, day or night. And yeah, everything went to hell in a handbasket. The whole shit kebab. I got the whole thing. So Teresa got on the horn and called up my doctor, and he happened to be on his family vacation. He dropped what he was doing, got on the horn, ordered up all the medications, all of the pain meds, all of the cancer meds, everything. Ordered everything up. My wife drove down, picked everything up, came back, and I was in bed here, and she took care of me. Better than any nurse ever could. That's because I had a plan C in place. So, ask the questions. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've got... Well, the Mayo Clinic is wonderful. They're awesome. My lung surgery at the Mayo Clinic was fabulous. Couldn't have asked for a better outcome. The aftercare sucked. Everybody dropped the ball there, but I had my own plan B in place. Park Nicollet is awesome. That's where I go for my the cancer center. There is where I go. They're awesome. They're wonderful. They lost me. How do you lose a patient, right? That was my point yesterday. I was like, man, yeah, how do you lose a patient? Easy. One person fucks it up. That's why, again, you ask the questions. What happens if somebody on your team fucks everything up? What do we do? Because again, these people are overworked, and I'm not making excuses for them. I'm just saying the reality is they're overworked, understaffed, not happy. Call it whatever you want. I mean, people are stressed out and they're not paying attention. Something goes wrong. They just sent me to the wrong wing. So, but again, that's just me. I just have terrible luck. Usually the surgeries are always phenomenal. But yeah, it can go sideways. Anyhow. What do you guys got going on? What's happening? What's hot? What's not? What are you guys going? Who's doing some grilling out? Brandon's gonna be doing some grilling here this weekend, and so I'm looking forward to watching people eat because I can't eat what he's cooking up. So it kind of sucks. He's doing a couple of racks of ribs and steaks, and oh man, he's got like 3 machines he's got going on. He's got like a regular grill. He's got a smoker. He's got all kinds of goofy shit. I don't know anything about grilling, but I like watching what he does, how he cooks, and the smells and all that kind of stuff. Why can't I eat? I can't eat it because my very first surgery, cancer surgery that I had, the colon cancer surgery, they had to disconnect my small intestine from my large intestine. They rerouted out my belly or my abdomen, and I crapped into a bag for a year. But then when they put me back together again, turned me back into a human being, I had to potty train myself all over again as an adult. I had to learn how to use the bathroom again. But as a result, there's like, what do you call it? Scar tissue that builds up where the ileostomy spot was. And so I can't eat certain things. It'll get clogged up in there, and then they'd have to surgically open me up, surgically remove all that stuff. And I don't want to go through that. I've seen too many people who were previous ostomates, is what we used to be called, ostomates, if you had an ileostomy. And I've seen too many people who end up back in the ER because they ate too much, or they ate the wrong foods or whatever, and it got clogged up in there because of the scar tissue buildup. And the only way you can fix that is to surgically open you up and carve out that scar tissue, get stuff flowing again, all that kind of stuff. And I don't want to go through that. I don't want to be that. I don't want to be that guy. So I play it safe. I eat soft foods, so things like pasta. Only kind of meats that I eat is like chicken and turkey. It's not as fibrous as things like steak and ribs and all that kind of stuff. Even if, even the most tender of steaks or whatever, it's still fibrous. You know what I mean? It's like, it's muscle, it's meat. That's what it is. And so it's extremely hard to not only like chew for me, but like to pass it. So I just stay away from it. I miss it. I really do. I mean, I wish I could have a T-bone steak. I wish I could have, ribs and all that stuff, but I can't eat it, unfortunately. So I'm stuck with the only meats I can eat is, turkey and chicken and, poultry, and soft foods, like pastas and eggs and breads, that kind of stuff, I even try to stay away from most salads, because of the roughage, but I do eat some if it's, shredded, finely shredded and stuff like that. Teresa makes me, what the heck is that stuff? It's like these sandwiches. They're like, those Jack Daniels not pulled pork, pulled chicken, pulled turkey, all that kind of stuff. It's just like buried in, Jack Daniels sauce, and it's phenomenal. It's awesome stuff. But yeah, you put that on like hamburger buns and stuff like that, heat it up, put cheese on it, The only meat I take my chances with is bacon. I just cannot, I can't digest pork anyway, but I just love bacon so much that I'm willing to take my chances when it comes to bacon. So I just make sure it's crisp fried, Shit, what is that stuff called? I'm not a cook, so I don't, I know Brandon just loves to grill. I don't know what it's called, but I think it's just called a smoker. It's like he's got like two different kinds, and he puts these pellets, like they're like wood pellets and stuff like that. And then he's got another one that's got like chunks of wood and stuff like that. Then he's got a regular grill, and then he's got a high-end grill or something like that. But he's a big kid, man. He's a football player. He's a 300-pound linebacker. He's He's a big kid. Eats a lot of meat. So he's out there every weekend. He's out there grilling. But I love that. I love watching him cook or smelling that stuff. And oh my God. And then I just sit there and weep over my, grilled chicken or whatever I'm having that day. I eat once every 3 days. So out of 3 days, I eat 1 day, because that way I don't. I have a lot of pain associated with eating, so I know if I eat, I'm going to be in pain, and if I don't eat, I don't have pain. So I split it up. I got to eat, right? I don't want to starve to death, so I eat 1 day, have pain associated with that day, and then the next 2 days I don't eat, and I have no pain, and then the next day I eat. Repeat over and over and over again, week after week, month after month, year after year. So that's why I weigh less than I did when I was in junior high. I mean, I've leveled off now. I'm maintaining, but yeah, I lost a ton of weight. So I'm skin and bone, as my wife would say. I'm still pretty, though. I'm sick, but I'm pretty. Who sings that? I forget her name now. Chemo brain is real, people. All right. What'd you guys decide? I don't know what to play, man. We had GeoGuessr, got words on stream. What was that Jack in the Box shit? I forget the name of that game that we were playing. Let me pull that up. Hold on a sec. Steamroller. All right, yeah, just give me a second here. I'm just booting it up. Yeah, we got people, let's see here, on Facebook, Twitch, LinkedIn. Yeah, Fat King Radical. Right on, man. Love that name. Let's see. We got... Oh, it's called JackBox. What was I calling it? Jack in the Box? I think that's what I was calling it. But yeah, the JackBox Party Pack 7. Most of these games were like donated to me. So that's why I'm not a gamer, so I'm not familiar with all these games. I got... So far, of all the games that were donated to me, let's see, Golf with Your Friends, American Truck Simulator, Euro Truck Simulator, House Flipper, Bloody Rally Show, Golf with Your... Oh, I already said that one. Mini Words, Elder Scrolls, JackBox Party Pack 7, and Risk Global Domination. Those are the games that were gifted to me or donated or whatever you want to call it. Let's see. Hold on a second. Give me a second. All right. Mac compatible. I'm on a Mac right now, so I gotta just select Mac only. Um, so yeah, the JackBox Party Pack, that was the game we played. I've only done it like once or twice. It's called Blather Round. And then the other two games that we played was Words on Stream or Steam? And then, oh, the camera? Shit. Hold on a second. Sorry about that. Words on Stream. Yep, that's what that was called. And then GeoGuessr was the other one. I don't know. So think about it. I don't know what you guys want to play. Let me know. And it's, yeah, there's different platforms too. So let me know, or why don't what we could do to also, we could start with Words on Stream and then do GeoGuessr and then do Blather Round as like last. Because that was like the least amount of participation that we had was Blather Round, JackBox, or whatever the hell you call it. And then we had some pretty good GeoGuessr participation, and then the most was on Words on Stream. So let's start with that. Oh shit, I gotta log in. Hold on a second. All right, just give me a second. I gotta also log into GeoGuessr. All right. And I also wanted to make mention of our sponsor, of course, still StellasCandleCollection.com. Make sure you guys check Stella's site out here. Handmade candles with love. None of that cheap shit from, that you get at Target or Walmart or whatever the hell. That cheap-ass shit, plastic shit you get from China or wherever the hell they're digging that shit up. These are handmade candles. Handmade with love from Stella herself. Phenomenal candles, man. We got these things all over the house. It's probably hard for you to see, but anyway, if you've been around for a little while, you know that I got these candles everywhere in the house. Teresa's got them in the bathroom, kitchen, living room, here in the studio, everything. Phenomenal candles. Use my code. It still works. So free ship, JR free ship at checkout, and it's free shipping on your entire order. Usually it's, I think it's $99. If you spend $99, it's free shipping. But with my code, you can, doesn't matter what it is, if it's $2 or if it's $2,000, free shipping on your entire order. JR free ship at checkout. But yeah, Stella's Candles. Oh my God, man. It's StellasCandleCollection.com. That's the site. You got to check it out. Let's see here. Let me just take a quick look-see. So she's got, I know the holidays are coming up, so let's just take a quick look-see. All right, so it looks like this week, the most popular, she's got the small gift sets. Oh, man, there's one of my favorites, Sweet Vanilla. That actually looks like it's on sale because now it's $5 for the small one, all the way up to $24 for the large mason jar. And of course the sampler sets, those are always going right away. Peppermint and eucalyptus. And then the ocean breeze. The cocoa, santal, and lavender. Sea salt and orchid. And then there's the small gift sets. The featured one, oh my God, that's my favorite right there. The black raspberry vanilla, I'm telling you. Phenomenal candle. That is just, oh my God. Totally awesome. The Japanese cherry blossom is good. The orange blossom is great. I'm not familiar with the luxury bath salts, but I'll have to maybe get a sample from her or something and check it out. But yeah, make sure you check out the website. She's got these samplers and gift sets, wedding favors, you name it. Individuals. She's got a clearance section too. Yeah, right here, clearance. Let's see what's on clearance. Oh, okay. So the candy cane and the pumpkin chai are on clearance. Yeah, for $3. I mean, come on. $3 all the way up to just $12 for the large mason jars. So yeah, check these out. Oh yeah, she still does have the accessories. So she's got the accessories as well. And then you got the small these mini candle tins. You can get a whole packet of these for $30. She's got the large gift sets, the small gift sets. The small is only $20. The large gift sets are from $30 to $45. You got these 3 tin sampler sets for $25. I mean, these are extremely competitive pricing. If you're gonna compare prices against like Target, Walmart, or whatever, she's got it made. She just blows them out of the water. It's extremely competitive for pricing, and again, it's handmade. These are handmade candles. top of the line, handmade by Stella herself. Oh, look at the banana nut bread. Oh my God. So here are my two favorites right here. The banana nut bread and the black raspberry vanilla. And then she's got the bourbon butterscotch. Oh my God. The banana nut bread. Let me just pull this up because it looks like, is that a picture of her? Oh, that's zoomed in. Isn't there, I thought she had a picture of herself in here. Is it about us? Maybe it's in there. There it is. There she is. Stella herself right there. So she's the gal that'll be hand making your candles. And yeah. So she's got, our mission is to be a handcrafted soy can. Okay, so it's soy. I forgot what that was last week. So so she's saying our mission is to be a handcrafted soy candle company producing quality, natural, and affordable candles. We hope to inspire and holistically awaken your senses with both amazing, recognizable, and unique aromas. We use high quality ingredients, small batch productions at a price everyone can afford. We want you to love our candles as much as we love making them. Yeah, I mean, it's just, and they are just phenomenal. I'm telling you, it's phenomenal. You will not be disappointed, I promise you. And again, use my code JR Free Ship in the checkout, and that'll get you free shipping on your entire order. So, and make sure you get going on this too, because we got the holidays coming up here, and once she sells out of something, that's it till the first of the year. You know, because she's got to get through the holidays and everything, and you know, so make sure you place your orders early. So Stella's Candle Collection.com. Stella's here. I'll put the link in the chat here. Usually I got my shit together, but I was so busy yapping about cancer shit that I kind of dropped the ball on that. So let me hop on over to I'll do it in Restream. That way I hit everybody. Let's see here. There we go. All right, so that's the link to stellascandlecollection.com. And again, use my order or use my code JR Free Ship in the checkout to get free shipping on your entire order. So I'm telling you, you're not going to find any better quality candle at these prices. She's extremely competitive, so don't be buying candles at Target or Walmart or any of that shit. Those are crap candles. I have no idea where they get their shit. I don't know if it's, where do they get them from China? I don't know. All I know is that she hand makes these candles, and they are phenomenal. You will not be disappointed. These are just great. So, all right. Got it. Get it. Good. All right. Are you ready? All right, just give me a second here. I'm just updating the edit. I'm updating the stream info on Twitch. So just give me a sec. Almost done. Give me a sec. I'm not familiar with tags, so I'm having to add tags. let's see, interactive. I'm just looking at what other people put for their tags. All right. I think we're ready. If you're on the, if you want to play along, let's say you're on the Facebook or YouTube or Twitter or whatever platforms, scan the QR code with your mobile device and you can play along, whether you're on your iPhone or iPad or whatever. Just scan the QR code and play along. If you're on the Twitch side of the world, however, all you got to do is just enter your answer into the chat, and it'll count. So that's all there is to it. Or if you just want to, if you don't want to scan the QR code, then you can just type the answer in the comment section, like Facebook, YouTube, wherever. Type it in and I'll see it, and one of us will snag your answer and we'll put it in and it'll count that way. All right. Ready? Let's try one first. Shoot. 6 out of 15. Not bad for the first try. Shoot. Nice. Shoot. 46 out of 49. Dang it. So close. Where the heck is everybody? On a Friday night? Seriously? I'm the only one playing Words on Stream on Twitch. Wow. Okay. Nice. Congratulations. Level completed. Darn it. Thought I was going to get more than that. Well, at least I got the level completed. All right, good to go. Enjoy the next level. Good to go. Next level, level 2. Getting there. Especially if I'm the only one playing it. All right. Be the first one to find an anagram. How about million? Nice. Congratulations, level completed. Man, just squeaked in at the end there. 5 out of 10. good to go. All right. I think we're going to call it a night and then come back in the morning. I got my coffee shop podcast at 10 a.m. Central. Yeah, it's already after 2 a.m. here Central, so I just want to get a couple hours of sleep, and then we'll pick it up tomorrow morning. Since I'm the only one playing, I figure we'll just leave it at this level 3, and then we'll pick it up in the morning. I'm doing because we're down to only 9 viewers here, so let's just call it a night. And then since I'm the only one playing anyway, we'll just come back in the morning. I'm doing the coffee shop podcast 10 a.m. Central, and then right after the podcast we will pick up the game right where we left off. So let's do that. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. Appreciate it. Sorry, the beginning of it was mostly about cancer and stuff like that, but we had to get some clarification with regards to that podcast done. But either way, we had some good conversations, and yeah. I don't know what you guys got going on for the holiday weekend, but I hope it's a good one. I hope you're having a wonderful start to the holiday weekend here on a Friday night. And I look forward to seeing everybody tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Central Time. And we'll do the Coffee Shop podcast. And like I say, we'll pick up the game right where we left off. So, all right. Well, and if I don't see you, then, yeah, I'll look forward to seeing you on Monday. And if I don't see you on the holiday, then I'll see you on Friday. Either way, we'll catch up. So have yourself a wonderful, wonderful evening and weekend if I don't see you. And yeah, look forward to seeing you again real soon. Take care.